Hello everyone, welcome to Wednesday's video. Today's lesson is called Leaf Rubbing Art. What you're going to need is a piece of paper, some colored pencils work as well. If you just have a regular pencil though, that's okay too. And you're going to need some leaves. I posted the video last Friday called Art Adventure, a drawing lesson with Miss Brosnan and Mr. Hadley. And this lesson is similar to that lesson. You're going to need some leaves, but what we did on the lesson that I just talked about in Art Adventure with Miss Brosnan and Mr. Hadley, we drew our things that we found outside on pieces of paper. Now this lesson is similar only because you're going to need things from outside as well. Leaves. So, like I said, for this lesson, for this leaf rubbing art lesson, you're going to need paper, pencil, and some leaves. If you don't have leaves right now and it's nice outside and you have somebody to go with you, I recommend pausing this video, go outside, collect some leaves, and come back and watch the rest of the video if you want to follow along. Cool. If not, that's totally cool too. If you just want to watch and see what Mr. Hadley does, that's all right too. So, leaf rubbing art, let's get started. I have my paper and I have my leaves. I'm going to use some colored pencils. You can use regular pencil too. That's fine. I'm going to start with green and blue. If you don't have leaves right now and it's nice outside, I recommend pausing this video and going outside. Also, if you have somebody to go with, it's also good to go with somebody. So if you don't have leaves, go and get some leaves. Different kinds of leaves. I have different shaped leaves here. That's what I mean by different kind. I mean different shaped leaves. I couldn't tell you what kind of leaves these are, but I do know that they're different shapes. And some of them are a little bit torn apart, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to get started here. So I'm going to take my first leaf here, and remember, this is called a leaf rubbing lesson. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this leaf underneath the paper. The paper is going to cover the entire leaf on top. Alright, I'm going to set these other leaves aside here. I'm going to use my opposite hand. Actually, I'm going to use both my hands right now and feel around on the paper for the leaf that I just put behind. I'm not going to rub the paper too hard. I'm just feeling for the leaf to make sure that it's there and it's staying still. And it is. And to keep it still, I'm going to take my opposite hand that I don't draw with, and I'm going to put my hand right here so I can feel the leaf on the paper that's above the leaf. I'm going to take first my blue pencil, and I'm going to lightly, I'm not using a lot of pressure on the pencil. I'm going to start to rub the pencil on the paper that's on the leaf. I call this the leaf rubbing lesson because you're rubbing the pencil onto the paper that's on the leaf, and by doing so, what do you start to see? You start to see the leaf, right? And this took me a little while to get used to. You know, some of the leaves did crack beneath, but that's okay. It does help to have a sharp pencil. You can use the side of the pencil. And this also helps if you actually notice my body right now, like my hands, this is actually below me right now. I want to put the camera up. See, my body is actually like levitated up right now, and I'm kind of pushing down on the paper here. So I'm not standing up is basically what I'm saying. Okay, so that's my first leaf. And again, some of the leaves got a little torn apart, but that's okay. I'm actually going to use this leaf next. And I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to use green. Now what you want to focus on as you start adding more leaves is you want to make sure that the leaf that you just made, all right, is not above the next leaf that you use, meaning I'm going to put this leaf right here, so it's on this side of the paper. If I put this leaf over here, the other leaf I just made would be ruined. I don't really want that. Of course, you can experiment too, you know, if you want to do that. I'll use green for this one. And this doesn't just have to be done with leaves. You can use coins. I've done this with quarters and nickels and dimes and pennies. I'm sure you have too. So we can start to see that leaf. All right. And my third one, I think I can fit it right here, is going to be orange. I'm getting pretty close to the green, but I'm not coloring over it, just right next to it. You can start to see that leaf. And it helps to do this on a flat surface as well. I actually have my easel on the ground. Okay. Now we have 3 leaves on the paper. I could probably add 1 or 2 more, but just to show you how I filled up this paper, this is my first example. What I basically did after this was I just started coloring in the white spaces. And you can use different colors. You don't have to go back to the original colors that you used, but I'm going to until you fill up the whole paper. Alright, so now that I've got this mostly colored in, I'm going to quickly show you the last steps of this drawing. So I used the colors orange, blue, and dark green. What I'm going to do is, you can just zoom in on here really quickly, and leave it unzoomed. I actually took the pencil and I outlined, pressing harder on the pencil, outlining the outside of the leaf to make the leaf stand out more. Alright, kind of gives it that 3D look. With the blue. And you can make those lines thick or thin. Then I would do the same thing with the green. To get something very similar to the first one I worked on. It's right here. So if you want to do this lesson and it's nice outside, go outside and collect some leaves. If it's not nice outside and it's rainy or cold, don't go outside. It's probably not a good idea to do that when it's like today out right now. It's kind of rainy. So anyways, thank you so much for following along with the lesson. If you just watched, that's okay too. Be on the lookout for another video this Friday and have a great rest of your week. Bye.